And it's been like this since the beginning of time for me, so it's between 1990 and 1990, I don't know, 5 3/4, between 19 halfway through 1996, 3/4 through 1996, between 1990 and, at some point in 1996, before we find out great grandmother was dead instead of in Sweden. um, it's been like this. It's been like this for me since the beginning of time. Since then, through anarchy, chaos, Jeff Goldblum, water drops with the dinosaur to boot, and everything else all in between, it's been like this. Every is it July 2nd to say July 11th? No, July 12th. Between So it starts July 2nd. It goes to July 12th, and what we've been seeing for the same amount of, like, similar 10 days of Christmas. You get Christmas, and then, well, right around the corner there's New Year's. Well, here it's 4th of July, and then right around the corner is Sailfest, and then the Opsail shortly afterwards. But I can do personally, kind of like the what I've been calling, or something similar to Christmas over in Swedish House, Yule, which is, it's a December 24th, December 23rd, to July January 3rd, December 23rd, January 3rd, about 10 days. Well, over here it says it's something similar to July 2nd to July 12th. And it's a Midsummer's Day Yule in America. This year is my first year at the regular ordinary Swedish apartment. Now, over in the old countries, Sweden, Finland, not Denmark, anything but Denmark. Sweden, Finland, Norway. There's dragons. There's Finland, probably vampires, a troll in Norway. Everything above, if you take a horizontal line, those three countries, everything north is, for the first 15 days, the sun gives off rainbows, and there's aurora borealis on and off, the moon on and off, and then right 15, day 15 of the 30 days of bright for all the women folk and all the land of the north, most northern, the North Pole hemisphere-ish, the Scandinavia and thing. This says the sun is directly overhead like a high noon and spin around in circles when you stare and look at it for about 24 hours of the sun directly overhead, and then it's the next 15 days. It's just like sunset rainbows. And not that I've been to Sweden, but great grandmother was born in Sweden. Great grandfather was father's fathers immigrate from Sweden, born 1790. 1790 Sweden. That's 1,000 years after Sweden was founded as a country. I lived in a Swedish-built house, built 1921. Well, the garage is less than 100 years older, but the property was bought from New London in 1810 by the same Carlson family that I'm blood 38% as far as Nordic is concerned today. And a great grandmother, oh, she was only Swedish. Great grandfather was Swedish Norwegian, and then Gramps' wife Finnish. So there's that, and then there's just carry on in the apartment as if you were living in your childhood bedroom, which you've been for 22 years. Sleep when you can, and the party comes and goes for about 10 days, and then there's a small break for Opsil, which is to September, I think. August is usually Armageddon-esque weather, like from Old Testament, drought, usually burning drought until some